Hey guys, it's Interior here, and today I want to show you like one of my, or actually my favorite Juggernaut build I've made. It's very fun, I love it, and it's actually very simple. You are super tanky. I sort of feel like I never die with this character, because it's really hard to do so, because, I mean, we are playing permanently with a shield, so that makes it really, yeah, tanky, I would say. And the way we stacked a lot of HP also means we have huge stun threshold, so we literally can, yeah, perma resonating shield, and if we don't, I mean, we can use the shield charge, I mean, for bosses. You saw we can also kill the rares with the resonating shield, but I mean, if you go for like this and shield charge, you see there's, yeah, way more going on. And again, I mean, you literally one-hit them. And bosses aren't that much safer than this, so you can really go very yeet. I mean, the damage is nice. The clear, I mean, your clear speed is obviously tied to your movement speed as well, so you could think of going trample toes and working more with the shield charge that literally deals tons of damage. I think it's in the range of million damage, more than million damage, especially if we buff it with the war cry. So we deal tons of single target damage. We have I like the clear because okay, because it's very I mean, you saw I could literally tank all that stuff, and I have 2 rings that cost me around about 10% of my life each second, and I still have yeah, tons of tankiness. So I can, yeah, it's hard to die. It's hard to die. Let's go. Ooh, divine world. Let's conclude it to this. So I'm gonna find the breach so you can see how it performs in the breach. As you see, it's definitely tied to movement speed, so it's for sure not the fastest clearer, but I think you can map very conveniently. You don't need to worry that much about dying or anything. You really can just dash around.
Not yet.
You have just a few cooldowns, so that's very good for how it's called, the how it's called actually. Let's do this one, and then
Need a sec.
and another one. You see, bosses are very, yeah, not that much of a deal. Even, I mean, you have to consider the tankiness we have, so we are really defensively. We have right now 4,700 life. Somewhere has to be a breach. I find you. Bosses are not a problem at all. They are dying pretty fast in free shield charges, and honestly, my shield charges are not fully juiced. They could be better in any way. I mean, I'm not even level 19, so at least one level is missing. Okay, being honest, I just juiced them up, so I corrupted, so it's like a level 20 gem. Oh gosh, these lags, they didn't patch it. Sag. And yeah, it's just, the build is pretty simple. It's not challenging at all. We just arrived at the breach, and I show you how I can. Yeah, I mean, armor isn't actually any kind of a problem. Let's get this friend. Oh, I didn't release him. Okay, so how do I? Leave me in peace, man. And here we got him. Okay, now I have to look. Where's, okay, definitely expanding to the south. I'm walking against the map. That's not good. How you can see, breach, we can face tank it. We surely are not the fastest, but if something spongy is right in front of you, you just shield charge, you block Meanwhile, I mean, you can eat all that damage. We don't actually mind. You see, there's a lot going on in this one, and it's very... Holy shit. It's lagging at some point. Oh, fuck. I wish I had trample toes now, but, yeah. I mean, you see... This is a lot. This is a good amount of breach splinters, so it tells us how many enemies we killed, though. I totally messed up with the breach. I could have done so much better because I literally grieved because I was too stupid for getting the essences out. And yeah, okay, I will collect this later on. But you see, breach is not much of a problem. You can take your face and just go with your face through the wall and crack it all. It's very simple, very easy, and very tanky. And that's the spirit of the build. It's a tank build. Keep in mind, it's not meant to like have the best clear or anything else. It's meant being a tank build, and so it is. And you still are able to do endgame content, tier 4 breach pinnacle bosses. They are very... I mean, you saw 3 hits and the boss from a tier 15 map just got cracked. For the runes, we are actually using, or gems, not runes, gems. We are actually using a lot. That's what makes out our whole class. So we are using Resonating Shield, as you saw. We using Brutality. You can surely also take Rage. Then we use, I mean, obviously we play the Deepest Tower, so we play Execute, I think it's called, or is it? I'm uncertain, but the support gem where you deal 50% more damage against low life enemies, that's a huge damage buff. That's why we can actually walk through the map with Resonating Shield. Then mobility for, yeah, some movement speed. I'm uncertain, we might not use it because... I mean, because I don't permanently press it, it shouldn't feel as much as shouldn't get as much as a penalty, but I think, yeah, okay, you feel it. You surely feel it. So, yeah, I recommend mobility. And this one is the more area of effect. It's called range. Simply range in German, but I don't think it's translated into English like this. So we just use, so we just get more area of effect combined with more area of effect. So yeah, it's three quality of life runes. Look what you can put in, how many sockets you have. As always, you don't need all sockets. There are priorities. Get them yourself. There are some quality of life stuff over here in shield charge with ingenuity, so more cooldown and more damage. You will get along with a 4-link and they are cheap as hell. Also 5-links are cheap as hell, so I recommend get you a 5-link, huge damage increase, and yeah, it's not expensive at all. So we play with cheat charge as well. Also weakness exploit, because we break armor usually with this one. You can also socket brutality in there and go rage in there and ignore weak spot, but weakness exploit, but it's okay. I would go for like this because 40% is huge, and usually you have some time in between where you can shield charge, you see, then like this, and then I can shield charge again, and then like this, and then I can shield charge again, or go like this, and then I can shield charge again. So you have time in between anyway, so I would recommend going for this. It's worth it. I think it's worth it. Then we go for heavy swing, because the reduced attack speed doesn't matter at all for shield charge, and heft for just some more damage. You could also change heft for brutality. I didn't. I actually don't know. There's one reason, and it's because that with the passive tree you get that you are lucky with hits against live enemies. So heavy swing actually gets you I mean, it's more maximum damage, so just the range is bigger, but since you are more lucky, the range you will more likely get to the 30% increased compared to not lucky. You know what I mean? I hope you get the maths behind this. And then also again execute 50% more damage, and we can take this in two. That's why we choose the gambling, and I will go for the Ascendancy later on. But yeah, for the first and Ingenuity, as said. This one, yeah, you use it when you are bossing and the bosses take time to spawn, but yeah. Or if you have like a little time because the boss is doing its shit, like the witch, the Baba Yaga witch that I actually hate a lot, and then you can just crack it and deal tons of more damage. You can go for bleed on this, and the bleed will be insane. Did I go for a bleed? No, I didn't. Yeah, whatever. But you can boost your damage even further with Shield Wall. As an example, on Xashed, just place where he spawns and you get a big boost at the start. Mid-fight, it's not worth anymore, I'd say. I mean, you could also go for this combo. This one, then, okay, nice buck. Then Shield Charge plays, then Shield Charge plays. But I think it's more valuable if you break the armor, because you get 20% more damage against enemies with broken armor. Keep that in mind. That's a nice effect of broken armor. Yeah, but you can play the style that you want. It's also a shield spell, shield skill, and use it if you want to. I just brutality, great swing, heft, concentrated effect, and is it called castle? The one where it's just in a circle, not wall. Then with Infernal Cry, just so it consumes rage and 30% more damage. That's very nice because we sometimes don't use it. Is it also support? Yeah, here attacks, empowered attacks have a 30% increased chance to not use the counter, so you might loop it up infinitely. You don't need to Infernal Cry all the time, because you might not need to, because now we didn't consume it, and now we consumed it. So you see, you don't even need to Infernal Cry all the time in between. Now we consumed it, and that's the way. We also socketed in that empowered attacks deal 15% more damage, and that we gain rage back again, because it costs us rage, but we want to keep up the rage as much as possible, so we get rage again, and also Ingenuity, so the cooldown is not that much of a thing. Then we have I rarely use it, but for actually pinnacle bossing, you can surely take an Ancestral Totem with you. I socketed in Leap Slam because it gets me more life regen, and then increased duration, then also 2 AoE spells, because they also actually apply to the Sacred Ground, I think, or at least the increased area of effect works for the for the Sacred Ground. Yeah, that's very clean, but you don't need to use it. I sucked it in, but yeah, as you saw, I didn't use it at all. But it's a very nice defense layer that you surely can take, as well as the Solar Orb, because it gains you rage and gets you more life regen. But I'm a simple guy, I like it simple. So yeah, there we get to the Solar Sphere. Simply Rage Fountain, then Blood Fountain. Then, I don't know why, but I took it. It actually just filled it up with gems because of my Ascendancy. So just some fire exposure and some stuff to fill it up. Then we have I'm actually not using it as well. Just a curse filled up with some stuff. The classic stuff for curses, nothing special at all. I'm not using it, but I might use it if I play against like a tier 4 pinnacle boss. And I mean, they don't kill me anyway, but I could use it. And I filled it up because of my Ascendancy. We come to this later on. That's it. Magma Barrier is a spell we use again. It's not as important. You could, if you want, and if you get like, if you have Spirit on your amulet or on your chest, surely go for Blink instead of Magma Barrier if you want to. That will boost your clear a lot. But also Magma Barrier, if it procs, it deals a decent amount of damage. I mean, you have to take this times 4 roundabout because we have the deepest tower, so it's not nothing at all, and it also benefits from the fire exposure we apply with the solar orb, but it's not mandatory. It's actually, you can keep it very simple, and the fact that I have so many 5-lings, I will show you, is because simply I'm playing the Gemling and my Ascendancy wants me to. Another, okay, I've started in Fire Infusion, obviously, and Fire Penetration, and then Close Combat, so 25 more damage, Elemental Focus, and Concentrated Effect. And then we come to the Scavenge Plating, Vitality, Cannibalism, Increased Duration, Warm Blood, so if I get frozen, I get not frozen that long, and as well Physical Mastery. So yeah, just more levels means more amount of armor. Keep in mind the thresholds. So I mean, I guess from 18 to 19 it benefits. Okay, it doesn't. But okay, the force damage benefits anyway. But keep in mind, sometimes it's more valuable to get a level because you get the from 7 to 8 example, from 7 to 8% more armor as an example. Then I'm using, let's make it this order. This one I'm using actually in Pinnacle Bossing or Bossing because with Incinerate, I guess it's called, where you increase the chance of, making enemies bleed. Each stack of this one gets you 10% increased chance of bleed, but with any skill. So if I'm lucky, I stack this one up and I get the bleed with my sheet charge. And if not, I'm not. Then I took for this one, is it called Lethal Tempo? Oh my god, I'm confused with the English words right now. But just more attacks, martial tempo. So we get more attack speed, cadence, more attack speed, breaking posture, position, whatever. So it's not important at all. And and finishing blow. It's also called. Oh gosh, I don't know the English words right now. But this one executes from a certain threshold. Sorry guys, I somehow lack my brain right now. But these are usually fillers, and we come to this later on. Then I use Blasphemy with Vitality, Cannibalism. So we have Cannibalism twice. That's very nice. That's because of the Gemling, so you get double its effect. Also from Vitality, it's huge. And curse, whatever. I just used them as filler again. So what do I mean with filler? Hell, tell me. Okay, let's make it quick. We play the Thaumaturg Infusion, Pharmaturgical Infusion. So we get each for Color Gem, we get Cold, Fire, or Lightning Resistance. But before I make the passive, I come to the gear first. For the gear, it's important that you have a melee weapon, obviously. That gives you, usually it's better with level 2 melee skills. You see, I was, +7 was too expensive for me, so I kept myself cheap. This build is all around cheap. You don't need these 2 rings. There are way better options. I would recommend getting rings, actually, since, I mean, okay, the damage is not, it's not useless, but look how just a few it will affect if I actually compare it with a ring like this. And look on the Resonating Shield. So it's around about 10%, a little bit more. I mean, it's some damage. It's not bad at all, but imagine this ring would have had melee damage as well, and I can show you this, then the difference is actually not really that huge. We have 6 to 11 physical damage. That's not a lot. And you see the difference is still, yeah, it's around about 10%. And if you get a good damage roll on this ring, I'd recommend taking this one because, yeah, you get more max life. You don't have to, you get way easier around with your defenses. You get more tanky, and you can stack rarity as hell because the build all around is cheap. And I mean, okay, this one has rarity as well, but not as much as this one. And you see, I only thing I have on this is chaos resistance, what makes it good. But yeah, compared to this ring, I would recommend try to find a cheap ring with. Let's just put some price. I want to keep this one. Just take a ring with maybe life, evasion rating, strength, and then maybe an attack modifier. But it really is a diminishing return because you stack levels so high on the gems that you see the base damage is not as low because we are around like on this at 300, a little bit less, but you add 6 to 8 more physical damage. So we add, if I per 15 armor, if I have 150 armor, it's 60 to 80. If I have 1000 armor on my shield, or 1500, I mean, sorry, and that's totally possible, you get 600 to 800 more damage. So you are at 1000 damage anyways. So each flat damage increase might not be as relevant. Same goes for this one. Just in case, I don't know why I'm wearing them as well, because of rarity and probably the chaos resistance. That's all. And okay, because we get a gem slot. That's actually important. Try to get on this one, on the rings, the implicit that you get one more gem slot. That's important because this one will get you more assistances at all. So you can trash more into this. Keep in mind, if you have quality on blasphemy, you also get the socketed passives cheaper. Keep that in mind. And probably it would be good if I swap this one. Swap this one into this. But it's just been maxing. So yeah, get a sealed ring. I guess they call seal ring. So you get one more socket for gems. Then the weapon, it's important. Get attack speed. Attack speed works on shield charge, and attack speed works on resonating shield. So attack speed is important as hell. Get strength for more tankiness. Get level of 2 melee skills that works as well for shield abilities. And the rest, not important at all. Very not. Literally, these are not important. If you go fire avatar, you can go this as well to boost your damage further. If you want to do, we'll make it a little bit more complicated. But avatar fire will boost your damage if you have like increased elemental damage on your weapon or something like this, and you just go for it. Keep in mind you can't go like brutality and stuff then anymore, but there are other gems that work, and you still breaking armor. So as an example, the weakness exploit will still work. So you use the armor, you benefit from armor break, and that's it. For the helmet, obviously the deepest tower, nothing to add there. With increased life regenerate corruption, then high armor, get strength, get resistances, get max life. I'd rather, because on the armor there's a node in the passive tree that makes armor more valuable. Get it, and look that you don't stack armor life on the armor on the body chest rather than really a high amount of armor, so you benefit the most. Then 1 rage on melee hit on the rune. I mean, obviously you get more armor in this one, and you want melee to melee gems, some resistance and strength, life and armor. Armor is very valuable on this one as well, so you might rather go high armor instead of high life roll. Because of this, I will take this one at level 90. So we get like, I mean, right now we are at 15,000 armor and we get up to 30,000 armor when we fully stacked, so it's a huge amount. For the belt, obviously strength, life, armor, whatever you can get, resistances, boots. Yeah, you can surely swap them to trample toes. Sock it in the presence area of effect. So your presence area of effect can keep up with the area of effect you sock it in here. That's important actually. You might go trample toe and movement speed, but then you will have less AoE on the resonating shield, and it will affect your clear as well. But find your way. It's also possible with trample toe and shield charge. This build, you can fully use it with shield charge and trample toe. Keep that in mind. For the amulet, you get just increased armor life, max life. You can also, I mean, it would be way better, but the price is ridiculous for this one if you have percent max life, and increased armor. So I went cheap. I allocated Titanic for more increased strength and intelligence, strength, and melee skills. I guess I needed some intelligence for a gear for the helmet, and I took intelligence on this one for I mean, you could also take a resistance on this and like intelligence on the gloves, whatever is better or cheaper. But you need some intelligence for the deepest tower. And so I can allocate full strength on the tree. You see 44 int I have, and 42 I would need. So we are perfectly rolled with this one. Then for the shield, it's important to get as much armor as possible. This one was pretty cheap. And you can get more than 1,500 armor on the shield, but it will cost some divines. Then, keep that in mind. And get resistances. You don't need to weapon swap at all. You can insert a weapon swap if you want for the Warcry as an example, but I didn't do that. I was too lazy for it, and there was definitely no need for. So, but you can literally squeeze more out of this build than I've done. I think that's around the gear. For the flask, keep in mind, take the flask that heals more, but takes it from the mana. We don't use mana at all, so it doesn't affect us at all, the negative effect. Second weapon, that's something I use leveling, so who cares? Oh, it's a very good shield, actually. I crafted this one myself, I think. However, that's about the gear. Nothing that special. I think all set. So, we come to the passive points Ascendancy. You might have noticed I'm using the gambling. So we can use 2 gem slots. My first thought was the +2 level will be nutty for the shield charge, and it definitely is. But I ended up going for, because the low life is so nice and I want to have a very, very simple clear or I wanted to use the gem with the 50% increase against low life enemies as well. Actually, it's not necessary. If you want to go more damage, you can surely take the +2. Don't hesitate, you can surely do. The build is probably tanky enough even without this. I went for the more support gems for more convenience, so I don't need to mind as much also for my Thaumaturg and Fusion. But the defensive option is definitely with this one, because you see our resistances are pretty good maxed, and it's this one really nerfs the damage a lot, that we have such good maxed out resistances. So keep that in mind. It will help. It will make you very, very tanky. And we also have reduced attribute requirements, so we can put on the deepest tower with less intelligence. But that's just a side effect. I've chosen this one. You can surely go for more damage. Up to you. You will literally blow up bosses with this one, because level is very, very strong on the shield abilities. So also I took the attributes requirement. That's why we could take with just that low amount of intelligence. We could go blink, as I said. You could swap some stuff for blink if you have the the spirit for it, and increase attributes. And then a huge amount of life pool comes from our strength. So we have 500 strength, what means right now 2,000 more life, or 2000 flat life. That's a lot, and that's what makes us so tanky for the life, for HP. By the way, I did not mention I use Aspakas for more spirit in the weapon. Yeah, and then for the passive tree, it's very simple. You just stack life regeneration, so you are more tanky. You get armor, tons of life regeneration rate. Then it's very nice that you don't get randomly crit as much as it could be. Strength and dexterity is also important. Then more life regeneration. On this one is very convenient for increased area of effect and cooldown recovery, because cooldown recovery is good for our shield charge. And here the usual notes for deepest tower. Then we suck it in for sure, the Grand Spectrum Ruby, and then we crawl around the tree and we get another Grand Spectrum Ruby, and then we get more attributes, then we get more strength, and I'm glad if I can take this one, because then my armor will boost a huge amount, because we get a flat 1250 armor, and this one gets stacked by increased armor, so we will get around 30,000 armor or more, and the gear is not perfect, as you might have seen. Then we go over here. You can see we allocated the Unwavering Stance for, some more low life damage, as well as life regeneration rate, and or life recovery rate, that's even better. And we can allocate this ones with further levels beyond 90. Then we go for max resistances over here and increased elemental resistances. Then obviously Giant's Blood for more, so we can wear the two-handed maces for better level scaling for our shield charge, strength, simple. Then we get more life, strength, stun threshold. Here we can't get crits, but we don't crit at all, but we don't miss. And in any cases, this is really good. I just like this one. Then +3 to shield charge. It's actually cheap. I mean, +2 will be even cheaper, so boost your shield charge. It's your single target damage. Your resonating shield is strong enough. More strength, tons of armor, and then we move on. Over here, this one is allocated with the amulet. We get more maximum resistances and more resistances. You can surely also allocate these if you want to. And at the end we get Blood Mage, and this one is then Wavering Stance. So that's it. It's, I would say, not a special tree. Probably it gets duplicated in different builds, like nearly the same. So you could also, if you need to save some, no, you can't. Okay, that's it about the skill tree. You saw the passive Ascendancy, and actually with this we have honestly finished the build. I recommend you on the Atlas. It might be, I played most of the times with shrines, and I tell you, you will have a lot of fun if you get the movement speed shrine with resonating shield. You are so fast, and you are hitting so fast on your shield. It's insane, and that boosts your clear a whole lot. But also you can boost your clear if you go for blink. Just an idea. So I think we covered all gear, Ascendancy, and gems. So I hope you can enjoy it. You might have just get some inspiration for this, and enjoy the tank fantasy, and see you soon. Thank you. Bye.